Is It Too Late to Quit? The Royal Flush Chronicles is a GURPS role-playing campaign featuring strong language, graphic fantasy violence, and mature themes. For content warnings, please check the episode description. Welcome to Is It Too Late to Quit? The Royal Flush Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 2! Minus Kennedy this time. She's not here because she's on her Valentine's Day stuff.
But don't worry, you'll never be able to tell.
We're getting our Rio impression.
Yeah.
Riso.
So, Is It Too Late to Quit? The Royal Flush Chronicles is a GURPS role-playing adventure. It is a post-apocalyptic GURPS campaign that follows the mercenary group Royal Flush as they unravel the mystery of why their legendary heroes of the Transitory War are being killed off, and why can't their powerful benefactor, the Major Pelly, bring them back. I am Ron. I play Felix. We've been here before. You know him. You love him? Question mark?
Yeah.
I'd hope if you're listening to us, you love us.
What? No, not us. The character.
Felix specifically.
Felix as a character, which comes with a lot of questionable things. But let me spin my wheel real quick and see what the question of the day is going to be. Today's question is, would your character rather never use social media again or never watch TV shows and movies again? Felix can go out the social media. He's fine. Max, you want to go next?
Sure. Well, considering that we've established that Nesbitt has a flip phone somehow, I think he'd be just fine because I don't think he really knows what it is.
Who the fuck brought something that they named Rizbot 3000? I'm looking at
that's me.
the Bluetooth options, and that popped up.
That's my laptop.
She's been Sigma-ing her Mew. Is that what they call it?
What the Sigma?
Do you know what mewing is, Bronwyn? That's when you, like, clench your jaw muscles.
Well, you clench your jaw muscles and you suction your tongue to the roof of your mouth.
It sounds like a grooming thing.
It makes your, makes your jaw muscles, like, stand out or something.
It's supposed to help shape it. It doesn't. It is, and I'll go on record, it is incel, not, what's the word for, like, genetics? Not eugenics. Maybe eugenics?
Like phrenology.
It's genuinely, like, alt-right phrenology.
Originally, it
like,
was...
Phrenology, like the study of the skull in relation
like,
to your...
like
using
facial features for, like, different races and shit like that.
It's the study of, like, small features that then people will make outrageous shit on. It's
This is why people listen to this show.
Yeah,
for the
they
banter.
want my take on youth trends.
And who are you?
Oh, and I am Wade. I play Christian, and Christian he does not love this question. He's gonna have to pick. He's gonna give up social media. He's not gonna like it. Not gonna want that. That's sort of like how he did his whole thing. That's where he started. So he's not gonna love giving that up. But at this stage, it's just life's about being a mercenary and then watching Grey's Anatomy on the couch. So he cannot give that up. Although I may dig in a small caveat of he still has to run the socials for Royal Flush. That's part of his
That's not
contract.
personal at that point, so
Yeah,
that's fine.
it's a job.
Not
It's an obligation.
Yeah. Also, does Jingwei still come over for the Grey's Anatomy watches?
I like to think so. I don't know that Jing Wei likes to think so. And so I insist there not be an answer. Do not canonize shit. Reese, stay silent.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
It is. This is going to be an eye-opening experience for us.
Vic doesn't really... Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I play Vic. Sorry. Vic is not really a media person, period. Like, she's not really using social media unless she's forced to. And she's not really, like, spending a lot of her free time watching movies or TV or whatever.
So what does she do for fun?
Vic sits
Work.
in her room.
She works
Looks at the
and
wall and
sleeps,
smokes.
babe. That's it. She and drinks. She drinks and smokes cigarettes and has her Soylent, and then she moves on with her life.
Be hot, smoke cigarette, work.
And lie.
Lie.
But I think if she, at gunpoint, was asked that question, she would give up social media. Mostly because she doesn't want to, like, have to have mindless interactions with people. Or really be forced to interact with people on a casual, regular basis.
That's not where she gets, like, her secret. She's not running, like, a Stan account on Reddit. I guess a hidden...
What if she was?
I know! She would be perfect for that.
She's got a Christian Stan account that's totally private.
Oh my god.
So the first time she met Christian, she's like, "Oh my god, it's him."
Yeah, she was like fucking like sweating through her clothes.
She's like a K-pop idol fan.
Yeah, that's
Christian.
that. Or I would say like she would just like obsess over, like she would have such like intense opinions about like K-pop groups. But
There's a reason we
I could
are
see that.
never allowed into Vic's home.
there's like shutters that drop that cover the walls so you can't see. If like
Yeah.
in case of emergency.
She has a teenage girl with NSYNC posters on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. NSYNC is canon.
Yeah, welcome to the universe, in sync.
NSYNC ascended.
That's yeah, that's my answer.
Hey, my name is Asa or Ace. I play Avery Vidal. I think Avery would be just fine without movies and TV, but would with or without being able to contact other human beings.
You can contact them. You just can't use like Insta or whatever.
Okay, I can't post like my hot outfit pics.
You can text them to the people you know.
Text them to people.
Start a group chat. Fuck it.
Outfit of the day group chat.
I promise you, it is so muted. Go ahead, Reese. Give us Rios.
All right.
That one's hard. I don't know.
If I had to pick for Rio, I would say probably TV and movies. They would give up. Probably because, you have to post all of your singing stuff
Yeah, I'm about to say
on
music.
social media. Yeah, the music on social media.
Why do you have a Rio? That's crazy. That was good. What the fuck?
I hear it enough.
Oh my god. Well, we all hear it. Theoretically close to the same amount. That was crazy.
That was good. That was good.
Okay. And yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I'm Reese. That's right. You've been fooled. You've been fooled. Anyway. But yeah, I'm Reese, which means I'm everyone else in the world this time plus Rio. And insofar as any other character we got, any particular character we would want to know about?
There's not anyone that's big on that stuff in my mind, unless Wade, you have something.
I forgot her name, which is despicable.
Jingwei?
No. Good God, no.
Amira?
No. Kickboxer.
Oh,
Kickboxer.
Aquila?
Aquila.
yeah.
What would she give up?
Yeah.
She would definitely, she would definitely give up social media over movies and TV.
I say movies and TV is kind of like a pivotal point for things. Like, yeah, you can post on social media, but the pop culture comes from the TV and movies, right?
Yes.
So,
I was thinking. I was like, if you want to remain,
do I need to sign?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, Wade, forge my
Yeah,
name.
go ahead. I'm Ronald Wilkins.
Forge my name.
Oh, it's Ronald L. I saw Ronald B. Wilkins X.
Ronald B. Wilkins.
Ronald Von Wilkins.
Von Wilkins.
Have I met Aquila?
No.
I don't think Nesbitt's.
Well, no, wait. You were at the Christmas party.
Yeah, wait. Did she have like silvery hair?
No.
Who's the silvery haired Russian lady?
Syrah.
Syrah.
That's Paris' little sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is she Russian?
Her dad's Russian. They don't have the same. Paris is like 20 years older than her.
Yes.
Also, Paris is like adopted
Yeah.
by the biological mother of Syrah.
Yeah.
Yes. So, really, half sister.
Kinda? Paris didn't have a dad, though, so that's all his parents. So, like, he has the same parent as Syrah. It's like, all of his parent is in common with Syrah. It's just that Syrah also has a dad.
Yeah.
She's got a +1.
Nah, that's an interesting web. But yeah.
What a web. Also, this episode is brought to you by Glory Days Pizza. Literally, we're all eating it. Oh, except for Max and Brown.
I'll have some later.
I already ate a piece.
See, look, we're all eating it. And also, South Park Sarsaparilla.
That would be such a good, like, slogan. We're all eating it.
We're all eating it.
Mother.
Oh, no. All right.
Won't catch me leaving crumbs.
No crumbs left.
Okay. All right. Well, we've taken enough time. Let's go ahead and actually get going on this. When last we left off, I trust that most all of us, if not all of us, remember pretty well where we left off here. Super jumping toward your next destination.
I forgot that's how we were getting there.
Yes, it's like some of you are backpacking with other people in order to jump from street to street. Sporadic gunfire and artillery fire audible from almost every direction. All of you necklace equipped here. All right, giving this thing a quick test.
Hey, Unc.
Says,
Good, it worked. I'll continue to secure our back line here. It looks like most places are still going to be a mess back here. I'll keep you posted on the situation. Let me know when you reach the front.
Are you guys gonna, like, keep the dome up, though, or?
says,
The dome was a measure that we took to try and ensure that this wasn't going to spread, but ship sailed on that one. No more dome. The Canyon's going to be running support and ensuring that we can keep most of our forces here safe, as much as we can.
Don't ask me about it again.
Okay. But how will this affect LeBron's legacy? Does that mean that Kane's gonna be fighting, or is he still just pacifisting it up?
says,
Fully pacifist, this is defensive only. Kanan is still a very formidable mage. His assistance is appreciated. Still serves good use.
And so like, yeah, let us know if you see any like I don't know, little spots in your strike team to go hit.
We should have most things covered here on the back line. As I said, let me know when you reach the front. Updates on the situation at the front as well as where the front is going to be crucial information when it comes to determining how we're going to handle this. Try to find a ranking officer. Whoever you can.
Felix, did it feel like magic mind control or was it like psionic mind control?
Reese, with my knowledge of that, could I tell? I guess I can roll intelligence for it. Let me see.
you sure would need to.
All right, trusting the online dice again. They failed me last time. Oh, it's a 4. I feel like it's a waste, though.
This did not feel psionic in nature to you. This did not feel like the touch of psionics.
Could I? That's actually really good to know for me.
Because I was wondering if we could, we got mana dampeners.
Well, I myself, I believe, I am my father's son, am also a walking mana dampener. What? Does Amy just say lame in the comms? Lame.
I'm not. I gave up my necklace, so I can't even hear you.
Well, I would say it on the comms so we all can hear it, though.
The comms are down.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Mind link, though.
That's why our necklace is.
You can also just talk.
So, yes, you do hear me say that, then. Lame.
I was meaning being like your dad.
Given how much gunfire is erupting from most every direction, it's difficult to tell. You're pretty much looking for where the resistance ends and the Antarans begin.
I do ask Paris on the necklace, how will I know who a commanding officer will be? Any specific way that they stand out?
Does look for someone in a more official uniform that seems to be directing the action.
Okay.
Comms may be down, but they'll still be the ones giving orders.
Got it. 8 out of 13. Do I see anyone? It looks like they're commanding that line.
It takes a couple minutes of jumping for you all to begin to reach a point where you can see the Antaran troops. As you do, you jump toward what appears to be a park in which makeshift defensive lines secured by rubble, sandbags, and a small line of dug trenches.
Born to be a mercenary, doomed to be a park goer.
Felix, you're born to be whatever you want to be.
No, you can ask that.
Christian tweets park goer.
So, you lay eyes on this
Vic retweets it from her stand
makeshift
account.
defensive position that
It's immediately got a retweet, like, too fast.
appears to currently be under attack. Before you see arrayed a couple dozen in the resistance, all fighting against appears to be a mass of Antaran heavy infantry, a squad of tanks, and a pair of mechs.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Oh, why didn't we bring our mech?
Why didn't we bring our mech?
We didn't really know what we were getting into, honestly.
Oops.
The secret is we forgot we had one.
Yeah.
Yes. But looking around amidst the chaos, you do see one man closer to the front who looks as if he is shouting out orders to those around him.
That's probably our guy.
How close is he to the tanks and the squadron they're attacking?
Most all of the resistance members are currently pinned behind cover as of the moment. The tanks are advancing, but as far as capacity to engage with the tanks, you're not sure of exactly what these resistance members are capable of. They appear to be in a tight spot.
I'll land by the guy. Feather fall, so it's not like I can do a big thud.
All assemble, and you bamf in the midst
Yeah.
of
Just kick him in the head.
I'm in charge now.
the resistance line. Some of the greener troops look panicked for a moment, but the man that you have spotted giving the orders orders their guns down.
We're all flush here for service.
And keep your heads down.
I was about to ask, like, as we're approaching, are we like, is it stupid to concentrate around a leader? Like, is it really visible for targeting?
Well, I mean, they're already being targeted. And besides, I was concerned it's a little late now.
Well, I think as everyone else approaches, I think Nesbitt would just kind of crouch up and walk to like a sandbag or piece of cover or something and start scoping out stuff, looking around.
Ahead of you, in additional lines of makeshift firing holes and sandbags, the resistance is actively engaging the Antarans currently. They are firing toward the line, with them returning fire. We'll go by speeds here, but that does still put Felix first. So
Oh, I forgot to copy over. Do I still have my, big explodey rounds that you gave me rebalance?
The Hesh rounds?
Hemp rounds?
Yes, hemp rounds.
Minor Hesh.
yes, high
So my
explosive
sniper
squash
has
head.
like a second barrel where I can shoot like exploding bullets.
So it would be Felix, Christian, Avery, you, Jingwei, Nesbitt, and then Rio.
13.7? Wait, is not one of the faster ones?
Yeah, where are you at? Speed-wise.
You're second, right? Felix is first.
Sweet Christian is 15.5.
And then you always go first, right?
Yeah, because he
yeah.
has an advantage.
Never mind, that makes
allows
more
that. So yes, you are third.
You suck to Maya, then you have an advantage. Okay.
What's Felix's speed?
That's DEI, baby.
No, that's merit.
That is merit. You're
That's
so right.
anti-DEI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felix's normal speed is a 6.25.
Slow ass.
He says, Royal Flush, eh? And what brings Royal Flush out to a nice day at the park?
Well, would you believe me if I said good rays and good times?
I like Carolina Wrens. This is a good time of year.
Plenty of rays coming from that direction. Wince the Antarans says, energy weapons, not good.
Got a jokester over here. I like this guy.
You gotta keep some levity. That's what
Did
makes
you
you a
have you
leader.
seen any of your soldiers seem to be not acting weird as scared, but seeming to, I don't know, maybe not follow commands too well?
Are you talking about the traitors in our midst?
Yes.
Already executed. You don't
Yes.
need to worry about that.
Damn it.
Stunning.
We do believe it's magic influenced. So
I don't care what it is. I'm in the business of fighting Antarans, not our own.
well, if there's another one that pops up, let me know. And you don't need to be losing any more soldiers at the hands of mercy kills. I just tell them, hey, it's better to lose the soldiers fighting than to lose them by having to get rid of them. So
Did somebody assign you to commissar duty, or are you just eager?
here by order of Paris Linux.
The Duke! Ah, you've made contact.
Yes, we have. And he sent us up this way.
What's your name?
Felix Belmont, at your service.
It's Belmont. Captain Quintus Odessaria.
Nice to meet you, Captain. The point, the gasp.
Christian wouldn't know that. That's
I know it too. It's so cool.
that's a sweet baby boy. His grandma?
So
Mother.
to shake your hand.
What does he look like?
He is a young-looking man with a fully shaven head, a clean face, but he has a nice set of scars across his nose, down his cheek, down to his jaw, and you see a slight burn scar coming up from his neck.
What color are his eyes?
Is he handsome with it?
Hazel, more on the greenish side.
It's lovely.
But he looks younger than you would expect for a captain.
Good for him.
Either his mom and his uncle or his dad and his aunt are both lords. El España.
So Avery would know who this person is.
Avery would know. Probably.
And his grandma, Gilf is a motherfucker.
Nesbit, you actually met her.
Was she one of the people that thanked us for stopping the attack?
Is she still alive?
Are you talking about Vipsania?
Oh, first of all, I got my lords wrong. I got my El Espanian lords wrong. You said Vipsania, and I remember that's the East Lord, and she's mean.
I do remember talking to that lady very briefly, and she was nice.
Vipsania Odessaria.
Ah, that's right.
Quintus Odessaria.
Oh, so okay, that's the relation. Okay.
Husband or son?
Says, niece.
Diversity sled.
So what are we looking at?
What is going on?
Well, Christian will see himself out. Oops.
Nephew.
Oh, thank God.
Nephew, yeah. It's like an eye mix.
We don't have to ask any more questions if you don't want us to.
So, Captain, what's the status? What are we looking at?
He says, I started this day with 80 men. I'm down to 49 at most recent count.
Holy shit.
My orders were to keep a defensive position against the Antaran advance. I have done that, and I've received no further orders for the last hour. My plan was to engage them until the situation has changed, or me and my men ran out of ammo, and then engage with steel. Right now, we're operating on scavenged ammunition from the dead. One of the basements in our backline holds the dead and wounded. I'm hoping that if the Antaran artillery or air power advances, they can at least give them a burial.
Where can we help?
Well, I don't love the looks of those tanks or those mechs.
As I said, my plan was to continue holding this defensible position until we ran out of ammo or the situation has changed. Now that you're here, the situation has changed.
I'll give a sit rep to Gay Perry.
Says,
Oh, Odessaria. Good. Glad we're still holding there. What park are you at? Do you have a cross street?
I look around. Do we?
It was like, we're on the corner of Glintonberry.
this is Miller Park
Miller Park?
Brought to you by Miller High Life.
on 38th.
Campaign of beers.
Miller Park on 38th.
38th and Miller Park.
Paris says,
Bollocks. At least we've held there. Might still have some moxie yet, but it depends on exactly how much we have left. Quintus gave you an update on exactly how many you have. Or rather, he has.
What, 49 and wounded? Some wounded? Actually, Captain, out of the wounded, are we talking about like lost limbs or just shot or?
says, I have 49 men in fighting shape. Out of all my wounded, I expect less than half of them to make it.
All right, our healers. You guys think you can get anyone up to snuff?
Yeah.
Possibly. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's work on that. And then, also, as far as the tanks and the mechs go, have you guys been able to take any of them out?
As a question, do I have those hemp rounds still?
Yeah.
It was a gift from the Emperor. Reese can't take it away, even though I have great news about who the Emperor is. Who plays the Emperor.
Yeah, different nation, different emperor. I was like, Elspot, it doesn't have an emperor.
We're working on it!
So we're able to take out any of the tanks with the mechs?
Says, the Antarans have just begun to push with the heavy stuff. We have a few disposable railguns, few rockets. That's the most of what we have. We have enough to maybe, if we're accurate, repel this one. They bring any more, we're toast. But as I said, now you're here.
I also have some hemp rounds for my PDW to help take out tanks.
Says, you're going to take down a tank with an SMG.
It works. Sometimes.
Says, I'd buy you a drink if that works.
Oh, a TML 100 millimeter. That's what I use. Never mind.
Ah, a tactical missile launcher.
Yes, my.
Not the same thing as, like, an Uzi,
Sorry.
which is what you had suggested originally, which is why he loved the idea.
That's a misspeak for me being a dumbass.
I'm gonna say we've probably done that before though.
It's doable.
If we kept shooting.
You just gotta get in. Tanks run by dudes. Super killable.
Speaking of which, Christian, do you know anything about like how those tanks work when it comes to getting inside of them?
There's a hatch. I can tell you where.
Ideally, I'm thinking about just shadow forming, going in, dropping a nade or two, and getting out.
Well, can you shadow? It's probably airtight.
They also might be mana resistant metal or
I'm
psionic.
psionic,
Yeah, he's psionic.
and I have a mana dampener.
Do
so.
they have any psionic screamers around here?
Who cares? It's a good plan. And we'll find out. We'll find
try
out when that's relevant.
True.
What about, like, I'm sure there's air intake. Can you go in through that?
If it's a shadowy place, I can go in.
That would be my recommendation. I'll do a clairvoyance of 8 to go, and then can I, like, look around? Can I try and peek on one of these tanks and see where Felix might be able to wiggle himself in? Do you want, like, a mechanics as well?
Yeah, that would probably help.
Alternative option of...
So you know where to look.
Yeah. How do you feel about... Well, I have mechanic, contragravity, and engineer electrical. Do you have a preference between these?
Do you have any vehicular skill at all?
You bet your ass I don't.
Then probably.
I have maybe battle suit? How do you feel about this? armory battle suit?
Probably the most applicable thing.
Then in armory battle suit, I have a 29. I rolled a 7.
Okay. Well, knowing that you do gotta put intake and heat output somewhere,
Yeah.
you scan around the rear of the tank to see. And it looks like on the underside of the rear, there are 2 heat venting ports that may lead to the internal compartments. Granted, it may lead to the engine.
Yeah, sure would, wouldn't it? Oh shit. Okay, where's the hatch to get in?
The hatch, you can glance up top. But you are correct in your prior idea here that it appears to be airtight.
If I had to guess, what about it's a barrel?
Yeah.
What if you went in through that?
Your clairvoyance, is there anything else you want to clairvoyance with? Rather than just the tank. Because you do have a scan over the battlefield here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just see if there's like any more sort of lined up, like what's on deck coming at us. If there's any extra fancy enemies coming up.
So, peeking in further past the Antaran frontier to see what may be their rear guard. Looking past, doesn't look great. They do have what you see from the vanguard. Good news is they're probably the heaviest infantry that they have on deck right now. The vanguard that's currently attacking is probably the heaviest infantry that you're going to encounter. The lighter armored infantry that you see past that is more lightly armored, but they are more numerous. You see that they appear to be well armed for armored threats.
Oh god, that's only me. That's not true, it's Felix as well.
Felix, yeah. I was like, Felix is around. Further past that, you see that they are still dropping off some forces here and there in the areas that they have secured.
Okay, sweet. I'll relay that to the group, including what's his face, Otisaria.
Captain Quintus. Oh, and I should mention this, given that you are looking past. This appears to not be the only place that they're engaged. It appears as if further past here, there is another pocket. Another pocket of resistance forces that are trapped in the city, still defending.
I'll relay their location to Paris.
Says, not entirely surprising. Given how quickly the Antarans have been advancing, it's almost expected that they should create pockets here and there. Focus on defending what coherent front that we have, and if we can, if Quintus has enough supply and men that it could be feasible, we could try and counter-offensive to reunite some pockets. To at least evacuate them, if not solidify our front around those pockets. This all depends on conditions after your current engagement.
Also, did I note that there's essentially no fucking ammo here? I assume this might be the case pretty much everywhere, but if you've got some lying around.
Says, I'll have runners coming up. What's not sabotaged, anyway.
Fair. Sometimes you forget that the Antarans were once, known for their intelligence and sabotage and secrecy. They sort of did that whole noble thing, and that was their thing. But I guess they've still got some agents around.
Which, interesting enough, even though it's kind of weird, I'm also happy we haven't seen any noble yet.
Not me, I want them dead.
Yeah, but it'd make it so much worse for these guys.
Put them on the plate, not worse for me. Can't cut what ain't on the chopping board. And I want some diced, minced, ground, sautéed lightly with onions and garlic.
Turned into paste.
Paste is fine. I say the texture gets a little icky for me after a while.
I think it's easier to put in something else when it's a paste, but
Finely chopped, I would say, is probably.
But like a mandolin, in lowest setting.
Mandolin slice?
I'd be fine with
nice
that.
and thin.
I forgot we're talking about people for a bit.
Right.
Are noble really people?
Woke.
They were people at one point.
Well, so I agree. Fighting for Antaria sort of reduces your person status, and I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Oh, I was talking about.
You've unlocked part of Christian's dialogue tree.
Oh, I was thinking about more the fact that they have been experimented on so much. Can they be considered human
Experiments
anymore?
don't make fascists. So.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's the.
I just don't know how much human is left inside them.
God damn, what is their name? I live in bad places.
Khazar?
The Khazar, fully people.
Okay,
That was
but
a-
they
that was a good
kept
reach.
their minds and emotions in. Do I know if Noble did that?
They do. That's
okay.
not like
They make. See, you think that because metal. Actually, I'm gonna go to Paris for a minute. So it's not canon anyway. You think that because metal is a cunt. He has no personality, no wit or banter. He seems unhuman. So boring.
So it's just metal.
It's literally just
yeah,
him.
it's just that one.
Okay.
The rest of them, do have personality. They're fucked up, but they have one.
Yeah. Metal's just a loser.
So, anyway, you relay that to Paris and Quintus.
Hell yeah. Christian's turn complete.
Very good. Avery, your turn.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to line up on some of the tanks. Would the Hemps only hit one tank, or could they hit multiple?
So it's a missile. So
Yes.
you're firing a missile at a tank. They're not close enough to each other that you're getting to.
Okay.
And besides, the penetrator is really what you're worried about, and that only goes into one.
I don't have the stat block even on my other sheet for Hemp rounds.
Okay, then let me get it. So this is 100.
100 millimeter. Okay.
My other sheet just says anti-mana bullets and hemp rounds without a stat block. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that didn't help me.
Well, it's 100 millimeter, so this should be pretty easy.
So, Quintus asked us to kind of be healing people, right?
Quintus did not explicitly ask.
Felix
for
was
that
just
to
saying
happen.
if it's possible. He's just like, could you guys do that to at least get more troops on his side?
Are there people near me that I could make my way towards on my turn?
The wounded,
Kind of all over the place.
the combat-ready men are still over here. The wounded have been transported to a house's basement on 37th, so like a block away from here. He's gotten the wounded out of the fight.
Okay, well, I don't want to leave,
That's fair.
but I'll go later.
But I'll go. I don't want to leave, but I'll go.
I shan't, but I shall.
It's 60 times 10.
Okay. 6 dice times 10. Okay. I'm gonna shoot.
A missile.
Yep.
Does it do like piercing and explosive?
It
crushing?
does 60 times 10 armor divisor, 10 crushing incendiary, with a linked 8d times 2 crushing explosive.
Christ.
It's 100 millimeter. They're shooting a missile.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, no shit. What are we talking about here? Against one of the tanks?
Wasn't
Yes.
it like 10,000 a pop or something like that?
It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit of money.
Wow. Don't miss.
Eh,
Oh my god, true. Oh, that's so stressful.
I've
Oh
got-
my god.
I've got
I'm gonna start sweating.
150,000.
So
How
you
much
can
does it
buy
cost for you to use a mortar?
15.
I don't know. He tells me a number. I pay it.
Yeah, I make it maintenance costs.
Yeah.
I make it like maintenance costs,
He can.
depending on how many you fire.
Hey, Reese. Get that tally running. I
Yep.
think we're gonna have a lot.
We're going.
Time to open my tab.
We're going. I'm making this combat more cinematic because of the numbers that we're dealing with.
11 out of 25 to hit.
With an 11 out of 25, you fire a missile down the tube. The round impacts the tank head-on. The concussive wave produced by the explosion knocks some infantry down in front of it.
Do you need me to damage roll? Or do we just say it destroys it?
It's a hemp round. So, however,
They have the hemp reactive armor. Oh
they
shit.
happen to have reactive armor,
I have to go back to regular fucking armor piercing rounds. Fuck.
which
Why even
means
play is what I'm saying.
$10,000 for nothing.
The hemp warhead's armor-piercing damage is reduced to 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And the linked is all that counts.
What did it used to be?
It used to be
6D times 10.
60 times 10, armor divisor 10.
They did this because of Christian. I hate you.
Christian season
It's because of everyone using hemp rounds.
Yeah.
It really was like the battle was intense until Christian's turn.
Yeah,
And then it ended.
And this is why Christian like maxed out his speed, is because the battle would go really bad and everyone would be like, fuck, we gotta leave. And then it would be Christian's turn. And I'm like, actually, we can. Or I can help a lot right now. But yeah, I wasn't quite battle turning then yet.
So we see the hemp round hit, but it's just it doesn't do as much damage.
You do 8d times 2.
That's so sad.
Well, crushing explosive.
You want me to roll that?
The penetrator, the whole thing is the reactive armor stops the penetrator.
And I hit the thing head on, so I only do the 1 damage. I don't roll anything.
No, you do 1 damage for the penetrator. The linked still comes off, which is the rest of the warhead. 8d times 2.
50.
So you've put a nice dent in the tank, and definitely taken out some of the reactive armor.
Nice.
One of the tanks, that is, of which there are 4.
So we got 4 tanks?
The squad. I said there was a squad.
I didn't know what a squad was.
To me,
I just
squad
went
is
with
2.
it. I
That's
just
not
went
right,
with it.
but that's what it is.
No, I was like, a squad of tanks is not 2, it is 4.
How did they
I suppose I should specify instead of just using military terms. Yeah, it's 4. Sometimes 5, depending on the country.
Yeah, doctrines are always a little fucky.
Yeah. Anywho, so now that Avery has fired their weapon at one of the tanks, it's Viv.
All right, Vic is going to do the Bronwyn Psionic special.
Chop something?
She's gonna... When has she ever done that?
Yeah, that was the Bronwyn special when you were Winnie.
Chop something?
Chuck.
Oh,
Throw.
my God. Yeah, that is the Bronwyn.
I did not hear you correctly. You were correct. My apologies.
C-H-U-C-K.
Yeah. Okay, the one that Avery just put a dent in. Are there other tanks near it?
All 4 of the tanks are spread out pretty evenly. So they are all advancing.
Are there like enemy troops like surrounding the tanks?
So I don't know about
Are there
surrounding,
just
but they're
like
close.
guys that I could throw this tank at?
Throw the tank at, or the guys you can throw at the tank?
Throw the tank at.
Think bigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you just flip all of them over?
The tanks?
Yeah.
I could sure try.
I mean, if you're gonna throw one, I don't see why you couldn't flip one.
Well, the idea is like I'm gonna TK grab, pull it this way, and so it'll fall upside down on top of some dudes. I'm just trying to maximize the space here for like
maximum.
Vic unleashed,
That's right.
as it were.
So I am gonna do TK grab on the one that Avery just dented.
Okay. Go ahead and do me a roll.
That is. This is a 9 out of 23, but I am also going to put 5 fatigue points into it.
Is she on the beat? Because that's mustard.
Mustard!
On the beat.
I learned what that means last night.
Mustard on the beat.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you learned what it means?
It's the DJ's name is Dijon, so he goes by DJ Mustard.
Okay, I was gonna say that's the name, but yeah, okay, you got it.
Yeah, I learned what it meant.
I still like to think of the headcanon. That's the reason Kendrick did that was because someone made a meme about Kendrick that had Kratos yelling, "Kendrick! Do another diss track and my life is yours!" So people were just like, I'm pretty sure that's why he did it.
You glow the appropriate color as you.
Descriptive.
I forgot what.
Okay,
It's just
yes.
like a blue-white.
Okay.
Yeah, they go from black to blue-white.
Can we go over what your colors are? Because I was trying to
black.
know.
Vic's colors are
No,
she
the
only ever
glowies.
wears black.
What
Yeah,
glow
the glow
is
is just blue-white.
It's always
Oh,
blue
it's
white.
always blue white?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was different colors based
No,
on
I'm-
which type of psionics you were doing.
I don't. Vic is that's the utility of Vic is that it's all one thing. She doesn't need to overcomplicate it.
Okay, well then I'm sorry I made your art so many different colors.
I don't care. It look cool.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
I
gonna
made
fight
your
you
art.
on that.
I'm sorry, I was an artist.
I'm sorry I
Yeah,
made your
yeah.
art colorful. I'm sorry that you were vibrant.
Vic needs a little pizzazz, and that's what you gave to Vic. That was your gift
I
to
did
Vic.
try and keep it muted still.
No, I loved it. I adored it.
Your tatau glows bluish white. The rest of you witness the tank lurch suddenly until Vic, with a good amount of effort, the tank shifts, wobbles, and then finally, using the last of its momentum, it flips, smashing 4 infantrymen near it.
Combo.
One tank
Question mark emoji. Damn.
I've done it before with us. The last like battle that we were in, like the
battle in New York.
yeah.
That's fucking right.
You threw one? Yes. You flip it. The tank is mobility killed.
I forgot I have particle beam. I'm gonna use that next.
Vic does it on the tank she already destroyed.
Yeah.
You've seen insult. Now here comes injury.
Next up, Jing Wei.
More like Jing Slay.
Oh.
I do also just want to say, I want to put Vic behind cover a little bit.
Yes, I presume that given the amount of withering fire any of you could experience, that you entered cover as soon as you got in here.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you guys are doing rational action unless you note otherwise. So, Jing Wei is going to cast some protection spells for Vic, Nesbit,
Yeah.
Avery, and Jing Wei.
Yeah.
Y'all get missile shield.
Hey. God bless you. What does that do for us?
If somebody shoots at you, it'll stop bullets.
Okay, I don't need to like mark anything.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Nebit,
My turn.
what are you doing?
So we're looking at the battlefield.
Correct.
2 tanks are disabled at this point,
One tank is disabled.
but it has a tank on top of it?
Nope.
No, okay.
They're forming under the tank.
One tank has flipped.
Okay.
3 tanks advance.
I'm going to turn to the guy to my left, and I'm going to say, who's been the worst bugbear?
What?
What is happening?
The fuck you say to me?
I thought I spoke the language properly, but I didn't understand that.
Nesbit says, who's been the worst bugbear on this field?
And in cheap tactical armor and with a submachine gun. Says, those mechs are pretty fast.
All right. Keep it up. You're looking slick. I'm going to aim at the mech because we fought him before. So I remember, like, if I remember right, the last time we fought one, we shot its, like, ammo pack on its shoulder or something like that and exploded it. Does this one still have an ammo pack on its shoulder?
So what you're remembering, you have eidetic memory?
Nesbit does not, but
Okay, if you could go ahead and take an IQ for me, see if you can remember exactly where that is.
his IQ of fucking
Because it's an
10.
internal ammo store, not an external ammo pack.
That's an 11 out of my dear.
11 out of
I think it's 10.
IQ, just IQ.
10.
Shoot him the ammo pack. There's no ammo pack.
Okay, then they have heads with eyeballs, right?
Yes, they have an approximation of a head.
Then I'm gonna aim right at the eye and fire a hesh round at the eyeball. And I'll put 1 FP into it. Reese and I talked about this the other day. I've never used a focus point. Fatigue?
Fatigue point.
Fatigue point.
No,
Okay.
Nesmith would be a focus point.
Yeah.
Nesmith would actually be a focus point.
I mean, same thing. The focus fatigues him. Just using his brain like that.
Oh, wait, no, we want low numbers in GURPS.
Correct.
I'm going to use a luck.
Okay.
He's like, I got an 18.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We were playing D&D last night, so.
So your brain was rewired.
That's also really bad.
Do you have a luck that you can
I just
use?
used it.
No, how bad? Because I'll give you my luck if it's
It's a 14.
Out of
Mind
what?
you, that IQ is
Everybody in the room.
It's pretty bad.
Do you have a real coin to use?
Not IQ.
He's aiming.
You can have my luck.
He's
I got your
shooting.
luck?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
729.
Oh, now that's good. That's an 8.
Okay.
Out of, what's my shoot?
Rifle.
It's either TL-10 rifle or gunslinger.
28.
28.
8 out of 28.
But I also have gunslinger, which
Yes.
makes it way better,
You get the aim modifier even if you're not aiming.
obviously.
So, given that you're such a natural with a rifle,
I'm just looking real hard at it.
pop off a squash head shot.
Why pop off? My Hesh round is 7D. Do you guys want to hear how fun my sniper exploding rounds are?
Not fun.
7D plus 1 times 5?
With the in
Oh,
parentheses 5.
That's divisor 5.
Armor divisor 5.
Impaled, including...
Impale.
INC.
Oh, incendiary.
Incendiary.
Impaling incendiary.
1D armor divisor 1 crushing extreme.
Link
Explosion.
damage. Explosion.
I got
He got corrected on every single
1 out of
thing
10
that
was
was
right.
said.
1 out of 10. Okay.
That's that FP, baby. The one FP.
That's one of Nesbitt's 10 brain cells trying real hard.
So,
Wow, he's got 10. I've only got 2 rubbing around.
FP?
Brain cells.
Oh.
Okay, so I need to roll 7D.
correct.
5, 7, 10,
Plus 1.
12, 17, 18, 21. Plus 1, and then do you want me to roll the D for the explosion damage?
Yes.
3. So 21 for the first part of the damage.
Yes. And then
3.
for the linked part.
Yeah.
With armor divisor 5. So, your shot, a loud crack echoes through the field as your shot penetrates the eye port of the mech. It is not destroyed. However, your shot does go internal and damages internal components of the mech. It does still appear to be functional, but harmed.
I was gonna think it's like an Evangelion thing. You hit the pilot in the eye.
I haven't seen Evangelion.
I haven't either. I just know that scene exists.
Okay, I don't know it.
I saw Christian short and thought about it.
Okay, so I have great news. I'll take you deep into this lore. You can go as deep as you want. So it's the Sphere of Longinus.
The spear of Longinus.
And when it's thrown, it cannot miss. So it's thrown at Asuka, and we know damn well it's gonna hit. And she
This is beer pedophile girl.
Okay. Okay, first of all, wearing a shirt with her on it. So check your tone with me.
Hey, you know what? One of my favorite characters from Chainsaw Man,
Keep talking,
Himeno, is
I love
also beer
listening.
pedophile girl.
You're what?
Shit. Oh,
Which
yeah.
one?
Himeno
Also,
from
like
Himeno?
purple haired, yeah.
from Chainsaw Man. Oh. She's beer pedophile girl, but she's a great character.
She is beer pedophile girl.
Fine. Yeah, I guess that's my whole turn.
Would you
I was gonna
like
turn and talk to the fucking
okay,
dweeb
talk
again.
to the other guy? Okay. You talk to your little guy.
No, I was gonna say, how's your day been?
In the middle of combat?
Middle combat.
Christian told Nesbitt that he was being a dick, so Nesbitt's trying to be nicer.
I believe that I did. I do not remember that, though.
Nesbitt was in a bad mood, and you were like, lighten the fuck up, dude.
Oh, that's right! Yeah, it kept trying to... Like, literally, everyone just abandoned your home city. Yeah. Why don't you all go somewhere else?
He like looks between you and the front line. He says, I'll let you know when it's over.
Okay. I hand him my moonshine.
Oh my god.
I said, take a little nip, and then that's the end of my turn.
I don't plan on dying sober. Good friend.
Rio. I think now is a good opportunity to flex my cosmic power.
Oh shit.
Thank you for hard launching that.
Katie's gonna be so mad.
We're not gonna tell her. She's gonna listen to this 2 months from now. Yeah. She'll have used it by then.
Nobody mention it.
Yeah, everyone equal.
Cosmic power, sleep.
Oh shit. Doesn't this also affect friends?
No.
Isn't it like an area
if
of
she
effect?
chooses it not
Why
to.
would it be cosmic power if I can't like make it?
Sorry for not understanding superpowers.
It's okay. I wouldn't expect you to understand non-superpower.
God, you do Kennedy so right. You also played Apelli so well. God, you know how to play Kennedy's characters.
Kennedy gives me a lot to work with.
God, that's so good.
I can fucking go with it. You give me enough to work with. I know how to work with it. I know how to go. So.
That was so good, Kennedy. Wow.
Does Rio take out a tuning fork and...
Now, Rio has perfect pitch. We all know this.
She took the advantage.
With a cosmic singing power of...
A number.
1 second. Sorry, I already forgot what I rolled. It was rather high. 13 out of 25. A cosmic sing with penetrating voice. Lullaby form. Make the enemy fall asleep.
Eepy.
I cast Eepy.
And indeed, indeed, they become
Sleepy.
Whether this had an effect on the tanks or the mechs, you have no idea. However, many of these heavy infantry on the front do begin to simply go slack and
Honk schnoo.
Is it a war crime to shoot someone while they're sleeping on the battlefield?
Probably.
no, they're combatant.
Yeah, if they're combatant, though.
I look at all of them, shoot them.
I was thinking, I was
Are
like,
we
if
drawing
there's
a line at war crimes? I need to know now.
real question.
Time sensitive.
Time sensitive. It's a message that pops up. Time sensitive. Wait, we care about war crimes? Wait, we're tracking war crimes this session?
Do you think that like sneaking up on enemy troops in like a position at night when they're asleep is like
Yeah. You don't have to line up in rows and shoot at each other anymore. It's okay to do fuck shit as long as you're a combatant.
you can
Yeah.
do sneaky shit as long as like they're armed and like actively a combatant?
Yeah.
Like yes. That's fully okay. You can think whatever you want of it morally.
The Prussians facing George Washington, like, oh, so it's not a war crime to sneak up on people while they're sleeping, huh?
This is
So I just told all the men, hey, they're on the ground, hit them.
I mean, you probably didn't even have to tell them. They were probably already like, ooh, shit.
Quintus peeks over the sandbag wall. He says, well, as I said, yes, he stands up. He says, situation has indeed changed. He says, everyone be on your guard. Clean up.
Well, aren't there still a mech and 2 mechs and some tanks
Did the mechs stop
potentially still
moving?
active?
They're not moving.
Yo,
Holy
she wiped the whole battle.
Good
That's
God.
crazy.
Always.
Cosmic power.
Rio fucking has carried so many different sessions.
Who amongst you can drive a mech? We've got 2 free ones. Also some tanks. Well, yeah, but we're busy.
Yeah, thank you, you two. I know. I meant the other people.
You mean like the resistance members? Okay.
People who don't have mechs.
I thought
If you wanted to drive a mech, we've got one.
Is there a way to call back to Quintus? Because he could probably assign people to those things.
He's right here.
Oh, I didn't realize he was still right with us.
Yeah, it's just that I don't know that any of them can.
Says, he rounds up his men. He says, who among you has any experience piloting mech suits? Raises their hand. I was an industrial pilot. That count? This. I say good enough.
Shot the eyeball out of one, but you should be fine.
Take the fresh one.
Oh, also, if for those who don't know, they're not dead; they're sleeping.
You
This
can
is
change that.
yeah. This is not a Jesus term. They're literally asleep.
That's why I said clean up.
Go around, shoot all of them in the head twice.
Make it clean. Take their weapons and ammunition.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Vic, do you think you could flip the tank back over?
At most, we only have 20 minutes before they figure out what's going on and they send a new wave.
I don't know that it's going to be.
Let's go. We're the next wave. Fuck them.
He says, I have a plan.
Spill it.
Spill, queen.
Dish girl.
Now that we have more weapons and ammunition, better armor, I'm going to leave 20 men here to defend this park. 29 of us, 29 of my best veterans, my corps, along with all of you. We push to the next pocket.
Okay.
Evaluate the situation there. The irregulars will stay here, and from pushing toward the pocket in a pincer, you push from one end, my men will push from the other. Force the Antarans to split their forces and engage or retreat from the pocket.
Okay.
Captain, if I may,
What is it?
how many of your injured men are just like gunshot wounds, nothing like too fatal?
Says,
What is fatal?
Well, not
Just a gunshot wound.
not missing a limb because we
Oh, you're right.
can't regrow limbs.
Okay, but we can at least stop them from continuously bleeding. And
Well,
shit.
my thing is to focus on the people who can get back up and get fighting again.
says, from my reports and evaluations, maybe 10 more men.
Can you bring them to us so we can heal them real quick for you?
Says, I'll have to send a runner to go contact my triage squad.
Who's your runner?
Benson points at a rather lanky soldier who is currently taking the helmet off a dead Antaran.
Benson, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor and hop on my back real quick. We're gonna get some of your men back on the battlefield.
Okay, you got it. You need me to do that?
I feel like you know the captain's orders, so.
Says, all right, you say so.
All right, so Reese, I'm going to super jump, and I'll be back in a flash, guys.
Ugh, lame.
That wasn't a.
Back in a flash. I'm sorry.
It's a turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Avery, he's trying out stuff.
I'm not. It's a common phrase.
Trying out
It's a common phrase.
Did you just invent that? I like it.
Oh my god.
Sorry, but I'm still thinking of like one of the flashes that like fucking kept doing all that shit, and it was sorry.
Yeah, it's a 9 out of like fucking 35. I just want to go there and back so you can relay the message to bring them here. So we can transport.
It's like a block away, so it doesn't take long. But Captain Quintus turns to the rest of you. He says, once I get a man in that mech, The other one you've damaged. We'll see exactly how much. As for the tanks, we'll see if we can get inside. They're still locked. Says, but I warn you, some of my runners, before they died, they did report noble presence in the city.
Shit.
Says, of course, if we sight them, kill them if you can. But if we do sight noble on the way to the pocket, I'm worried that the pocket may have already fallen.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, I guess.
Says, my concern, if we are able to secure more men from the pocket, we may have enough men create a push into the Antaran backline to threaten their artillery. That's what we need. Of course, for a major offensive action, I would prefer to consult the Duke. But if we are not in solid contact with the Duke, or if our backlines are still vulnerable, I say we do it.
How is the Antarans communicating?
Says, I don't know. They may be referring to orders given prior to the jammer.
Okay.
I mean, we got our magic necklaces. Maybe they got some kind of magic through line.
I'm about to say, if they're able to do mind control on people via magic, they can mind link.
You're right. They're already proven magic. Hey, Quintus, quick question.
Yes.
You're not Perellian. What are you doing here?
Says, I came from El España
Uh-huh.
to fight here.
Sure. That's not like a international sort of issue.
I left. I am acting in no official capacity.
Ah, sweet.
I do have some equipment that I took from home, but El España does not officially sanction me to be here.
Okay, sweet.
Neither myself or many others that followed me. I go to fight the enemy where they are. If my people are going to be engaged with the Antarans in the future, we will need someone with experience fighting them. I intend to gain that experience or die trying.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You return, Felix.
I have returned.
Felix is returned.
The triage squads begin ferrying men up as quickly as they can.
Okay, so what's the plan, guys? What'd I miss?
Says, we push to the next pocket, secure it, and then reevaluate our situation then. If we've gained more men, and we believe that we are secure enough, we push to the Antaran backline and threaten the artillery.
Okay.
How much time would you be willing to let 3 of us poke up some bullet holes?
Stitch up some internal bleeding.
Yeah.
Says, what?
Your guys. I'm gonna fix them up. Try some peat moss.
Moss.
You intend to fix my men, you may do so.
His methods are unconventional, but they do work somehow.
That's a 10. I think my esoteric healing is still 40.
41.
41. 10 out of 41 to just fill up some bullet holes with peat moss and, on one I stick my finger in a jar filled with cumin and do that.
Oh my god.
And then I rub it on a man's teeth.
Is that how you're supposed to use Cuban? I don't know.
Just watch and learn.
It completely turns out that Nesbitt doesn't realize he actually is like magic induced, but he just thinks this is esoteric healing.
He's been like, a god is like working through him.
Working hard through him. The god is like, just a band-aid even.
Use a syringe, please.
All right, how far is it to push to the next pocket?
Says, by my runner's last estimate, they were holding their position 4 blocks northeast.
I'll real quick throw out some scouting information via fuck. Once again, it's a 7. God, I wish it was just that much closer. Shit.
You got Rio coins, I think.
Yeah.
But you want to save?
I don't know. Is a crit really gonna freak my shit though? Like, is a crit gonna be so much different than a 7? Let's give it a try. I'm gonna take that 4 down. I have great news. That's a 4. Again, 7 is still the total.
Oh, I thought
You don't
you
have
meant you
one
got
of
a
the
4.
minus ones.
Would only make it a 6.
Oh, true.
So yes, 7 out of a clairvoyance of 50.
7 out of a clairvoyance of 50. You used your reroll.
Yes,
one, didn't
correct.
you? Okay.
I was really concerned it was going to do worse.
Well, I mean, on good news, no.
Yeah.
Good news, no, it didn't. So, you take a quick peek at what the Antarans have brought.
Just like maybe like counter ambush or like do our own ambushes.
So you're looking like the direction we're going.
Just to assist the upcoming mission, not like a whole sit rep, but just to help this go smoother.
I wanted to do some healing around.
As well. With Nesbit.
Yeah, and that's an 8 out of 23.
8 out of 23.
Rishi got aces. They rolled a 9 out of 28.
It's
For-
in the Discord.
Yeah,
it's
For
for
curing,
healing.
healing wounds.
Oh, all 3 of you were healing. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to heal these men rather quickly then. So, the 3 of you working together with your psionic, superpowered, and strange-powered healing.
And icky powered healing.
Yeah, I put a cricket up a guy's nose.
Ew! Why?
Jingwei is like, that wouldn't even fix him. That wouldn't even fix him. That wouldn't do anything.
Jingwei, there's a complex protein molecular engagement going on.
The guy just gets up. It's like, huh.
I feel good.
Snorts on the cricket. And just like, how does that work?
I love Jingwei being Nesbit's biggest critic no matter what. No matter what he's doing, she's just like,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
But also she likes you, so that's the good news.
I know.
The 3 of you working together are getting through patching up the men almost as quickly as the triage can bring them.
I do ask the captain, does he want us to go ahead of the squadron?
He says, we'll move in a pincer maneuver. Force the Antarans to try and counter both our attacks.
Well, that would be hard without radio communications.
He says, yes, I think that the Antarans' flaw here, if they truly have no communications, operating on prior briefings only, their plans will remain inflexible as we attempt to counter them.
Boy, they sound a little Jamaican.
Jamaican be crazy.
You want to hear me do a Jamaican accent right now?
Yeah.
On mic? Holy shit!
On mic.
Hey, if Applejacks could do it for years, we can do it.
Applejacks is a brand that can have Jamaican people employed doing that voice.
You'd
I
think
don't
they
think they
could.
do though.
Wade is Googleable.
That was 100% not a Jamaican man doing that voice. No. What the thing about the radio communications is, what again?
If the Antarans are not communicating via radio and only going off of prior briefings as to what their plans are to seize the city, Captain Quintus believes that the Antaran response will be less effective given their given the inflexibility of their plans.
Do we know if the radio jam is more than likely satellite, or do we think it's focal pointed? Like here somewhere on the actual battlefield?
Says, it's likely over the city. If the Antarans are the ones jamming us, they would be the ones incentivized to jam the entire area.
So do you think we could find them here, though, and not just have to, take out...
Oh no, I see what you're asking.
Yeah.
Is the jammer a satellite, or is the thing jamming here?
Yeah, is there like a device in a building?
As of that, I'm uncertain. He says, but
I think it's satellite. I think they usually do satellite.
When we were up in the Ranger, were we able to communicate, or was Amira going off of coordinates she was given before?
she was going off of prior coordinates.
Okay.
And it was safe jam the desert. So I think it's satellite. That's how their telecommunication or their teleportation works as well.
Okay, well, we're going in blind as we always do, but listen, we got this. It's fine.
Let's
It's
go.
cool.
Do
It's
we?
cool. Yeah, yes.
The plan is going really well.
It does actually seem to be going really well.
Avery, I think you're the one who needs a toot adjustment now.
Yeah.
See? That's what I'm saying.
I think
I think my Avery, my hater switch is on a little too strongly. I need to turn
We're
down
all
the
running
hater.
on just very little sleep, and we're all full of s'mores. None of us feel good.
And Nesbitt's full of like half a cake.
We all have upset tummies, and we're tired.
I'm not tired. I'm on combat meth.
That's
Oh,
true.
true, we are on combat.
You're gonna have the worst shits later.
At this point, I take them often. I'm okay. I took an Imodium.
Imodium.
The suit like gets rid of it.
No, we're not Harry Pottering this, where everybody in a battle suit shits their pants and then battle suits it away. We're not doing that.
Oh, I was meaning it drops it on the ground like you're a horse.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not dealing with the shit question right now.
True.
I'm on meth. I don't need to eat, and I took an Imodium. I don't need to use the restroom. I'm okay.
So,
Also, I don't drink water, so that's not an issue either.
you gather the men that you have. Captain Quintus begins giving orders to the 20 men that are going to be left here at these fortifications. Well, now 30.
Yay.
I look for shitty armor SMG man. Is he coming with us, or is he staying behind?
Do you think that shitty SMG man is one of Captain Quintus's core veteran
I was
men?
like, I had also kept in mind core veterans. I was like, if that's core veteran, then the mission is fucked.
Yes. This is what Captain Quintus considers to be one of his best men.
He's just really silly. We keep him along because the vibe's good.
For some reason, he doesn't die and doesn't get shot at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to that guy and just kind of give him like a quick primer on like, I noticed he wasn't controlling his breath right. Kind of just help him aim a little more properly, and I also take the SMG and I put it down and I put up a rifle in his hands.
That is the equivalent of being at a gym and saying, "Hey, buddy, you're not squatting right."
Yeah.
That's true. I am being condescending
I
right
think
now.
that's fun. Some of us are bad.
This is also a
at
life
form.
or death situation. I don't know. I feel like if I could die by squatting wrong,
You can.
Okay, well, I don't take the gun.
I do it.
I don't just like take it out of his hand. I say, hey,
Might I
try
suggest?
this. Yeah, might I suggest this is an Antaran Goss rifle. It's got a little bit more kick than that, but it's going to shoot a lot farther. It's going to put out some eyeballs a little more. I just give him some tips.
Also, this thing is worth like $40,000.
Yeah, keep this and sell it.
Yeah.
Keep his incel.
After
Yeah.
this battle, you're gonna want to scrap this baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on the wubbies. So that way, the active sensor.
You're hard to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say practice your aim on all these sleeping men.
Oh.
2 in the head, okay? And then clap him on the back. And
He's gonna have like stories to tell his grandkids about that day.
some weird ass dude.
And then later I find out he's a fucking war hero or some shit. But like at the time, he was just a weirdo.
He was just a weird guy putting moss in.
His friend sang the enemy to sleep,
Yeah.
but he was shoving crickets up dudes' noses.
These guys are like in a regular modern infantry engagement, and then like you 7 Yahoos show up and fucking completely fucking.
I didn't even know what one of them did. They didn't even have to do anything yet, Jingwei.
As if we did shit. We just talked.
A woman who pulled out a missile launcher and had perfectly coiffed hair the whole time.
Hey, Reese, how long does protection from missiles or whatever last? Missile shield?
Jingwei's is going to last until you get shot.
Okay.
Which we haven't, because they were.
And then she's going to have to reapply it again.
Okay. I didn't know if it like had a time limit.
Technically, yes, but it's longer than what you would spend.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's head out.
She
Let's
has
go.
pretty high majory and cast the spell pretty good. So,
Oh, what is her majory now, post-nerf?
her majory now post nerf is majory 5.
Oh my god.
Okay.
She's a child.
Majory 5, not 6.
I shit and it's majory 5.
I'm
God.
sort of basing some stuff off of.
Yeah, hers is at 5.
What college is she? Fire?
Oh, we went over this.
Yeah. Fire, protection.
Pyromancy.
Okay.
Protection.
And then she does metal. I don't remember what fucking college that is.
Electronics.
Technological.
Technological, that's right.
As Nesbit is giving instruction to the man, Jingwei is going to, and as people are finishing up, patching people up, Jingwei is going to come up to Felix and Christian.
Yo.
What's up?
I have a bad feeling.
Can you narrow that down? Maybe I can future see a little bit.
Says, I don't think this is going to go right. Not that I think that the plan is bad, mind you. Says, I think it's a perfectly serviceable plan. I think forcing the Antarans to split their attention between us will be productive. And I think it should make things easier for both teams. But I have a feeling this isn't it.
You think they're kind of distracting us from something?
No, not in so much as a distraction. I just think that if we do successfully secure this pocket, something is still wrong.
Something is still wrong.
This isn't all the Antarans are doing, or something else.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't pull out metal or noble by now. And
Well, okay, maybe it's
Why would they deploy
So-
Noble to secure their backline?
Are you
Yeah.
thinking that this is a distraction
Instead
and
of
they're
as a
doing something
vanguard.
else?
No, not a distraction. But Nesbit, we did see that there was a Cancrite that seemed to be just AWOL, just randomly here. But
There's a
was,
King like lost his mind. Just
but it seemed like he was targeting the resistance.
yeah.
And then we also have the I'm going to call it hypnosis for lack of better words, that makes the traitors. Maybe it's like a very aggressive and more brutal espionage kind of thing.
Because my thought is that they're drawing all of our attention to this, and then Noble is doing something else that is more important to them.
What if
They're just
doing
keeping all of us super fucking busy.
the Antarans wouldn't start an assault, have the upper hand, and then totally scramble, cause complete chaos in the back line, or in our ranks, and then just kind of sit on the other side of a bridge?
What if they're trying to go for the big wigs, though, like Paris?
Well, certainly got us in the city.
It did.
Jingwei says, do we think the Antarans know?
No, what?
Oh, that Apelli is missing?
Says, I think this is their way of figuring out whether Apelli's missing or not.
Oh, shit.
Ah, damn it.
They're probing.
Whether she comes or not.
They attack a big city, a large point, and if she doesn't come to defend, what if they start pushing somewhere else?
I think we need to keep an open line with Paris.
More than that, do we think they know about the chaos in our back line?
You think it could be a third party?
The thing that's irritating me is we don't know who's causing the mind controls. That's the part that's pissing me off a little bit.
I thought I was going to have to see the future, and so I already rolled this, so we'll just see where it goes. It's a 4 out of total this time. Out of a prognostication of 50 even. I would like to do some prognosticating on the results of this battle is I think what I'm going to focus on.
The results of this battle. So,
And just like some of the what are we looking at?
the outcome.
Yeah. I'm just going to run some sims.
So, peering into possible futures. Interestingly enough, even given how clear the future seems to be in this one, there are certain futures where you're hitting roadblocks.
Like mountain-shaped roadblocks?
No, not ones where the mountain is just like, no.
Are there any rogue trooper-shaped roadblocks?
So, yes, in your prognostications, Noble is here. Not the big ones,
Okay.
but they're here. And yes, they are in the Antaran backline, holding out. However, the future begins to split into two possible scenarios. One in which you're blanking out a little bit in the middle here. However, the end has you with Jamie, Junko, Theodora, and Paris on the Ranger out of Concord.
Oh, that's probably not a great one, huh?
The other, once again, blurry in the middle. However, at the end, you see yourselves gathered in Concord around Paris's corpse.
I fucking knew it.
However, shall I mention the reason for your roadblock? You see and hear the familiar presence of Scourge in your mind.
This fucking biatch, dude.
Oh god. Oh no.
How's she back up so fast?
That's what she does. It would seem.
So I take it that Christian relays this to us, right?
Yeah.
So in the one where all of them are on the Ranger, are we there too? Okay. Do we seem sad?
Definitely not happy.
Well, we didn't win.
Both seem bad.
And then with the one with Paris,
Uh-huh.
were there other troops or was it just us?
There were others.
Yep, other people were there.
So the dream, the first one was us on the Ranger with Paris leaving Concord.
Yeah, all the mains are out.
Jamie, Junko, Theodora, and Paris, along with all of you on the Ranger, getting out of Concord.
Okay, and that's bad, obviously, because that's the city is lost.
Battle hardened and wounded, but alive.
As we've been running around this city, is it just like a bombed out husk?
It's not a bombed out husk. The Antarans have begun their attack today, like hours ago.
Okay.
The city is damaged and certainly distressed,
Okay.
but all is not lost.
Last time I had in my picture like fucking, World War II.
Like
The
just
city's-
like
Right.
fucking Warsaw,
Yeah.
everything fucking leveled. No.
Yeah, and I was like, why do we give a shit? This place is gone. But now I'm knowing it's kind of just the fringes or...
Because it'd become a massive stronghold at that point.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
seem as if the Antarans are being careful about damaging the city, but they've only just started their attack a while ago.
Okay.
They're moving in quickly, but that doesn't mean they're destroying everything.
Okay, so the question becomes, what is the detriment of option A versus option B? If we lose Concord
Or is there
versus losing versus
Concord's gone. I have great news, everyone.
versus Paris?
versus Paris dying though.
Not versus. Do you think we keep Concord if Paris dies? That's where the... Yeah. The Concord, I have... and this will be sort of sans Quintus.
Yeah, this is royal flush.
Put it in the group chat.
You're
right.
Are we letting Paris listen to this?
No.
Okay.
Royal flush gets in a private server.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone join me in the private server, the Royal Flush server. The city's fucking lost. That's the good news. Is that we don't have to. So if you want to bomb something, fucking go ahead. Amazing news. Hit it. Don't. I can't. I would never stop you.
You stopped me before.
He wasn't the one who stopped you.
I was very pro nuke.
That's right. You're right. When nukes come up, I just get heated.
I understand. The sort of question is Paris living or dying. So that's sort of to sort of take a 10,000-foot perspective. Really, the only difference, other than a bunch of dead Antarans. So if we can find a way to kill a bunch of Antarans and get Paris out, that seems like the best case scenario.
If there's some way we could disrupt the Scourge,
Well, we don't know what Scourge is.
You know how to do that?
I don't. You were in her mind at one point doing some things.
That was
We
she
could
wasn't
surgery her
Scourge.
again. We could try it again.
because it's a crit, let me give you just a little bit more information. Let me give you a little bit more. You can break through Scourge a little bit here. They're not that strong. They're strong, but they're not that strong. So, I'll give you a little bit more on the blank spaces between each. On one end, in the end in which you evacuate Concord, you and your compatriots are jumping back from the front lines, away from your current position with Quintus.
I see. So they're already on their way to Paris.
And, certainly, in your visions, you see brief flashes of Junko and Theodora fighting Night Stalker and Khan.
Yeah. So there is a 3-player sort of situation going on here.
Well, and when I had brought up, like, we need an open line with Paris, is because my mind immediately went to, they got us here and then pulled us away, and they're gonna, like, lance right towards, like, the command center, and we probably need to go back.
Also, Paris's corpse thing is... Christian, when you saw Paris's corpse, was it just dead on the field? Was it, like, a wasteland around us, like things have been, like, bombed?
It was inside.
Nope, it was in a building.
In a building in Concord.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, team decision. What would be the point of pushing forward at this point?
Because there are dudes up there who are trapped, and now we know. I think we can blitz them. I think we can go absolutely fucking crazy, and we know that we no longer have to hold that. Because the plan was push to artillery as well, and, like, we'll hold the line. Now we know we don't have to do that. We absolutely butt fuck our way up there, and then we save them, get the fuck out, back to this more defensible position.
Let's grab that mech I shot in the eye. It's working still.
Hell yeah.
Do we know how long we have, though, until this happens, though?
Nope, doesn't work like that.
That's kind of the part that makes me nervous.
Yeah, but that's without knowledge of future. Now we know it's going to happen, so we can absolutely sprint through this, do incredibly well. We'll invite Quintus back in.
Ingwe says, so, at the very least, we know that Night Stalker, Khan, and Scourge are involved in this.
Right. Some way, shape, or form.
Says, you don't know when. We're not entirely sure where.
Correct. Well, Paris, that's where. As good a destination as any is where Paris is.
So our back line.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Maybe. Unless Paris decided to kind of move forward for some reason.
Yes. I suppose we'll see how the future plays out.
Yeah.
And we don't want to tell Paris this, right, at all?
I think we can. I just want to make sure that that's the choice. Yeah.
I think he needs to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. We'll hit him on the little message sending thingy, and I'll say, hey, great news. Scourge, Khan, Night Stalker, they're coming after you. You're the target. As much as Concord is the target, there is also you as a target.
A separate plot?
Yep. I assume it's a 3-player situation.
Says, do you have any idea when?
I do not. Today?
And here?
Yep.
Do you tell him the full details?
Well, I'm not going to be like, and also you look really boyish, dying on a floor.
Or
That's just
or
boyish.
the ranger, or the ranger leaving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will tell him, like,
It looks like the way you get out of here is getting out of Concord.
yeah,
But we have no idea when.
correct.
I'm still securing our back line. If I can't secure our back line in time, all we are is evacuating back into a potential kill zone. Keep working on the front. I'll let you all know if anything turns here. As soon as things turn here, time's up.
You got Kanan with you? Can you put up another bubble around you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do have Kanan with me. So yes, I will have protection.
What if... Oh. What if we... So we're going to go rescue this group of... This, like, enclave of... pocket of resistance. Why don't you just send Kanan to gate us back to you?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Why waste time traveling? It'll take us, I don't know, half an hour. Just send Kanan to this park, or 3 blocks north of this park, or whatever it is, and then we'll come back.
Given that we don't know when they're showing up, it would be a risk, but
Yeah,
worth
but
enough in taking.
they don't know that we know. We have got 3 really big ones in what could be reasonably considered now an ambush.
Yes. So, worth enough taking. I'll have Kanan meet you. Do you have any preference on exactly where?
That's the thing I'm trying to figure out, though. Does Kanan really need to... Because the gate is going to be to get us back to where they are, right?
Yep.
With how powerful Kanan is, does he need to be in that location, or could he open a gate from where he is? That's and I relayed that to Paris. I'm like, does he need to leave the space where you are for protection in order to gate us back?
It's a gate. It'll take us 3 seconds to walk through it.
He needs to know exactly where you are.
But he can still be by you and make the gate, couldn't he?
Says,
To our position?
If he knows where your position is.
Oh, unless you're concerned that you need to show up the back line, I have a delicious proposition, sort of a best case scenario. You meet us here, and we absolutely fucking mop the nobles in their back line. We strike them so absolutely off their fucking guard that Concord could be saved.
That's a sick idea.
If you're with us, and then if there's nobles there, then we, at best case scenario, get the nobles to fight Scourge and Night Stalker and Khan. Or if we kill the nobles first, then we can take them on after, or escape.
Because of both of them.
Yeah, if you want it, we could try an absolutely fucking Hail Mary, and I think that could work.
Because what's the point of being in your position where you are right now if we know that this is the end game, no matter what?
Yeah.
There's nothing to hold. There's nothing to stop.
But there are men to save. My concern is that we have enough traitors still around in our back line that as we're pulling out, they're going to be killing us on the other side.
Perfectly reasonable. Don't pull out. Let's win. Let's blitz their back line, cause so much destruction that they have to turn back on communications, or that they are in such disarray that we can clean up.
Right.
He says, so try to push the Antarans out of here before our third player shows up.
Bingo. Before they're even vaguely ready, or they have any idea that we are absolutely shooting up their defenses.
Given how much we stand to lose already, I suppose it's worth a shot.
All right.
I'll get ready and have Kanan gate us through.
You don't have to come immediately. You can keep securing pockets and things like that in the back line. I don't think that's wrong. Because we'll probably need more men there, but...
As you said, we have no idea how much time we have. I say the sooner we move on this, the better.
So do you want to just rally at our point then?
Yes. I'll
Then-
meet you and Quintus in the park.
Is there a way to make Scourge, Khan, and Night Stalker think that you're still back there? Can we mislead them?
The problem is we have intelligence on what they'll do, but we have no intelligence on what they'll see.
Correct. Is that a Kanan illusion? Is that how magic works?
Kanan, could you do something like that?
Create a convincing enough lie?
I am somewhat skilled in illusion magic. I'll see what I can conjure.
Sweet. If you could also try and leave a radio that we could try and hit up frequently. Maybe leave like a fake electric signal as well, although I don't know if they're being completely jammed or not. Theoretically, I should know that one. Whoops.
That gives me an idea. I'll do it.
Radical skedaddle. Let's go.
okay. So, after a few minutes of waiting,
We'll fill Quintus in on the new plan.
And also, while we're waiting, it's Rio and Avery that know how to pilot, right?
Oh, you want me to teach him, huh?
one of the industrial pilots and both of them, yes.
Yeah, because we've got 2 mechs, and I think we need to take the one that I damaged and bring it.
Weren't there like 15 mechs?
No, there's 2.
Well, but now, maybe there are 15. Go ahead.
Reese misspoke.
A pair of mechs does mean 15. It's a baker's pair.
A baker's pair!
A baker's pair. 15, as we all know.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Wonderful. Wonderful work.
So, yeah. What's your plans regarding your damaged mech?
Ask Avery or Rio to hop in it and see if they can make it function enough to
Can I
bring.
use the multi-tool I have on me for repairs? Or could Christian use the multi-tool I have on me for repairs?
I also have a multi-tool. Sure, yeah.
You just-
I mean, I can
like,
try.
try and see if you can
Do you do
fix
the
it
Far
up real
Cry
quick.
where you just take out a blowtorch and
Spray
it
the
goes
same spot with the blowtorch.
it's good to go?
I can certainly try. Rio also is pretty skilled. She can tell me what to actually do.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys think the mech would, we're pretty powerful, but I'd imagine a mech is more. We could hack into their signals.
Oh, fuck! If they're sending signals, this mech would be getting one. That's a good point.
Nesbitt gained 3 brain cells that day. Yep, to 5.
My intelligence goes to 10.1.
10.1.
Christian will go up to Felix. I'm actually going to fix the thingy now. Can you give the... you mind giving a word? These soldiers were holding the line, and now we're going to be charging forward pretty fucking cool. Do you want to give them an Irwin on the horse kind of shit? You want to...
My soldiers fight.
Yeah,
My soldiers charge. My soldiers cry.
yeah.
I'll give him a little pep talk.
Hell yeah.
Pep talk, skill pep talk.
All right, so it's a 7 out of... What's my public speaking? 7 out of 14. Let me go ahead and put 2 fatigue points into that.
2 fatigue points into my. I'm yelling so loud. I'm getting fatigued.
That's the vein, baby.
Yeah.
Ampleman behind you. You saw what we were capable of. We're going to bring the Duke on with us. We are going... X-ray on the Duke?
They don't even know that. I don't know for sure that these men aren't traitors.
Ixnay on the Ukender.
Actually, speaking of which, hang on, really quick.
Real quick, throw a mind shield on each one of them.
Well, I don't think Mind Shield's going to do anything, but with a 10 out of 37...
Read aura. Would that tell you if you aura read?
I could, but I was just going to put on my mana dampener and see how many of them just drop.
Turn on the 59 men
Drop. Say it.
alive simultaneously, including Quintus. Every single one of them. No.
Nesbitt drops 2.
That's why you needed the new character, just in case.
Oh shit! Hey, are you onto something? Hey!
Quintus was thorough. Let's just say some of the 80 men he's missing are very much his doing.
They got shot in the head.
Yes. Don't know how it happened. Friendly fire happens all the time.
Oh,
My gun sneezed and someone was standing in front of it.
what's the Vietnam term for that? Fragging. It's just fragging.
Fragging. Yeah.
Oh, caught in a grenade.
Okay, so I give him the rally talk, the pep
Give
talk.
him the pep talk.
Yep, tell him that we're going to fight. We're going to do
We're
everything
gonna
we can.
lose.
Fucking shit.
Sorry. Me.
You are going to lose. You are going to lose. You are going to lose.
Boys, gather around. Say goodbye to each other.
Look to the left of you. Look to the right. You're all gonna die.
You got to wipe your kids? Yeah, shame.
1 out of every one of those men won't be going home today.
You're dying at a 1-to-1 ratio.
God. That was Irwin's speech, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it worked.
You want to live forever?
Too
bad.
Give me grappling hooks right now. Let me Levi Ackerman this shit.
Grappling hooks? I mean, that's an item.
You don't have one?
I weigh 800 pounds.
That's true.
Oh, true. I
don't have
You have jump
ODM
jets?
gear. Yeah.
You have jump jets.
So I give the talk and answer questions that they have about our stats and skills about stuff while the mana dampener's still up.
You're gonna answer questions about your. You're gonna answer questions.
Can this
about
person
your
really
stats.
Kristen cook? I heard he can't cook.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I heard
next
Nesbitt dropped the distillery skill on the rebalance. Is this true?
Was the cricket necessary? Yes.
What did it do? I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
So, as you begin wrapping up your speech in Bamfing fashion, the gate opens up behind you.
And you hear the Chicago Bulls music. Down, 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 down.
Outstep Paris, Junko, Theodora, and Jamie.
Oh, thank God. I was like, the loose end that I left is I was like, I in this plan did not factor in Theodora and Junko. We may have saved Paris, but lost those two, which is not better.
No, he brought them.
Okay, sweet.
He was like, yeah, we're all going. Quintus and the core veteranship of the men do an Ellispanian salute to their duke.
Avery, out of habit, does it as well.
Is It Too Late to Quit? The Royal Flush Chronicles is a GURPS actual play campaign using Theater of the Mind, featuring Reese Trell as our GM, Kennedy Simpson as Rio, me, Ronald Wilkins II as Felix, Asa Trell as Avery, Wade Harder as Christian, Bronwyn Brubeck as Vic, and Maxwell Ravenscroft as Nesbitt. Produced and recorded by Cosmic Adam Sound Studios, crafting immersive soundscapes and delivering full podcast production. Music by iDream Beats, the music division of Cosmic Adam Sound Studios. A special thanks to Reese for his creative storytelling and universe crafting that makes every session unforgettable. A thank you to Kennedy for her detailed notes that keep us on track and help uncover hidden lore in every twist and turn that awaits us. Hats off to Gino Vacchi for their amazing artwork, giving the podcast its unique visual identity. To our listeners and supporters, thank you. Your enthusiasm and feedback help make every episode feel even more special. We're so grateful to have you on this journey with us. Enjoyed the episode? Don't fade into the background. Hit us with a 5-star rating, leave a comment, or let us know we're awesome. Your feedback is the wild card that keeps the adventure alive. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And follow us at Is It Too Late to Quit podcast on social media. Support us on Patreon for exclusive items and perks, such as early access to ad-free episodes, bonus content, a chance to chat with the cast, and have your character question answered during an episode. And remember, life's short, dream big, stay healthy, and keep the fun rolling. We'll catch you in the next episode.
High explosive multi-purpose.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like high energy, like missile projectile or something.
High energy missile projectile.
I mean,
That's a pretty redundant name.
Yeah.
But
Small tangent. I have to enter. I entered the system for all like referring clinics, and so I like look up vet clinics. I entered into our system, and there was a new clinic that opened in Kansas City. It is the Pet Vet Wellness Center, which is a word salad. This means nothing. You've told me that you're a veterinarian. Right. Could have just said that word. Pet Vet Wellness Center. That's nothing. That's nothing.
You know what it sounds like? They're trying to get
You've
their
told
SEO.
me it's a building and that you're vet.
Which I guess that's fine. But you could have
Those
also.
are words people Google. Is why I think that they named it that.
Oh, are you right? Did they maximize their searchability?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Like Thai restaurant, Thai place. Those
That
names.
why they're named that?
Yes.
God damn it!
I missed it.
I thought it was quirky.
There's restaurants that are around here that you can order from called Thai restaurant and Thai place.
Right.
And it's
Yes.
because that's what you Google when you're looking
That's
for
what
Thai
you Google
food.
when you're looking for
Oh, Thai place near me.
Thai place,
Bingo.
Thai restaurant.
Thai restaurant near me.
Yes.
And then it'll pop right up because that is
Yeah.
the name.
Top
Although
result.
now we'll have to begin saying that's what pops up when you Bing things.
Uh,
I don't want to
refuse.
support them. Yahoo? When we Yahoo them?
do you think Microsoft is like...
I don't know. Oh fuck! It's Microsoft.
Yeah, Bing is Microsoft.
Oh, who would have thought? Actually, the whole tech industry is shit.
Yeah, the whole tech industry.
Who would have thought? Huh? Fuck.
Yeah. Thinking I was like,
to ask Jeeves or some
Yeah, well-
shit.
Ash Jeeves is gonna be run by an AI now.
plenty of options, but no real choice.
It's gonna be checked.
Exactly.
Plenty of options, no choice.